everyone, and welcome to the Shape Your Future Healthy Kitchen, sponsored by TSET. I'm Heidi. I am here with Chef Val from OUTU School of Community Medicine. I always like to make sure I get that out there.
Right?
It is. So what are we doing today?
So we're making green chili, like a green chili stew. It's green chili because we're putting green chilies in it.
Okay, got it.
All right, so this is really extremely easy because we're not, well, you do have to chop some vegetables, but you don't have to cook anything in, what am I trying to say, in waves.
Right.
So we're just gonna go ahead
like a one pot kind
Yes,
of thing.
it is a one pot. So onions are going straight in, some poblano peppers, one of our green chilies.
One of our green items
Yes.
going in the green chili.
Okay, we're breaking away from the green for some carrots here, little sweetness.
And again, this is just a great way to get those vegetables added into your diet.
Right. And this is some canned green chili. So we just got the mild green chilies.
So you can add your temperature based on what you're comfortable with if you wanted.
Chopped jalapenos in there if you wanted to. And so we have 2 cans of white beans. And so it really doesn't matter. You could use black beans for this or any other kind of chili beans you want to for this. But we're using northern beans and navy beans. And we're going to go ahead and put the bean juice in there too because it just gives a nice thickness to it.
Okay.
And I mean, this really is just so easy. We're doing
We're just dumping. It's
yes.
Like one of those dump meals or whatever they call that.
All right, so corn, frozen corn.
Okay.
Some chopped zucchini and some green salsa. So this is 16 ounces of green salsa.
Okay. And you put the whole
right
thing in there.
Put the whole thing in there. And if I was at home, I would rinse this out with a little bit of water, not waste a single drop of flavor.
Which is always good.
Yes, and then we have some oregano, cumin, salt, pepper. You could put some chili powder in there. And then the stock, you'll just have to see how much you actually end up needing, but that's a couple of cups of stock right there.
Okay.
And this just all gets stirred together and cooked probably 30 minutes or so just to make sure everything is tender. And if you didn't want your zucchini to be quite so tender, you could add it at the very end. That's what we do at our house.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it stays a little bit with the crisp or crunch, I guess, for lack of a better description.
I just don't like it when it gets really, really soft, but if it doesn't bother you, no problem. Okay.
So you're simmering it for like about 30 minutes, you said.
Yeah.
And is it something that, like, say, I mean, obviously you could cut the vegetables ahead of time. Is there an option like you could buy frozen, or it is better to be fresh?
No, absolutely. So a couple of times on the segment, we've used those bags of vegetable seasoning that you get in the frozen section. That's excellent because they have bell peppers, what are those
like
called?
Onions,
garlic, celery.
So you could do that if you just didn't have the time, but you want to have a good meal for your family before you're heading off to whatever.
Yeah, and so I think you actually could put this on a crock pot setting, on low. I wouldn't do it for 12 hours, you know, a few hours at the very, very most. But this is going to freeze well. It's great batch cooking because it does make a lot. I'm going to go ahead and show you.
Yeah, go ahead and show that because I'm going to taste it while you're doing that.
So it is quite a large recipe, but there's lots of fiber, lots of veggies, and then this is a great time to add avocado, cilantro, green onion, a little dollop of sour cream, some shredded cheese if you eat it. Just all of your chili accoutrement.
I was going to say, you can make it however you want. It is really good. Thank you for showing us this recipe. And if you want to learn this one or any of the other ones, head to kjrh.com.